Our brothers and sisters, thank you for the members of the media who are here. We're certainly thankful that you came and that we will have a press conference, and our president, Dr. Richard H. Cobble, will be one of the speakers, and then we will have representatives from other organizations to come and also make a statement. I see that Representative Tyrone Brooks is here from Gabio. Thought I saw that Reverend Samuel Mostella, who is representing the state unit of the Georgia SCLC, and if there are any other clergy persons who might want to make remarks, we would designate them also. At this time, let us hear from our president, Dr. Richard H. Cobble.
I want to thank the media and thank all of you for being here this morning to be at this press conference where we will focus in on the census for 2010. And we're going to add some more flavor to this census issue. That is voter registration and voting rallies as we prepare for this election year. Now, in reference to the census, we want everybody to be counted. Let me first say I'm calling upon all pastors, all clergy, all imams, all rabbis to speak truth to the people who sits in our pews. There's too much hatred going on in our communities locally and nationally, and we should not let it be. Amen. We who are called by God into service ought to be the voice, the prophetic voice that speaks truth to power. For God is a God of love. No matter what denomination, no matter what religious persuasion, no matter what gender or whatever our economic development might be, God is a God for all people. And we must stand out front because the church is looking, or the synagogue or the mosque is looking to clergy to give a sense of direction. So some concerned black clergy is meeting this morning to put the world on notice that we want to give a sense of direction on the census, that everybody must be counted. All right. There is a big issue in dealing with immigration. Would it be nice if everyone has a choice of parents or a place where they're going to be born? But that's not our option. But since people are born into this world, we should not give scare tactics. Just like in the healthcare reform, there are a lot of scare tactics to keep people from being counted. When we keep our folk from being counted, that means we renege on the federal monies that's coming into our state. We renege on the representative and also the Senate, who we might be able to add to the slate. So we want everybody to be counted. Whereas when the information comes to your house, it is our responsibility to make sure that every person, everybody be counted. Because if we go on the scare tactics, then we are giving in to those who want to control us. Thank you for letting me share.
Amen. 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 Some of our strong coalition of partners. One is State Representative Tyrone Brooks, representing Georgia Association of Black Elected Officials.
We certainly endorse the Concerned Black Clergy's efforts to get all of our people counted around the state. All of our members throughout the state, at the federal, state, county, municipal level, are working, Dr. Cobble, and many clergy partner with Gabio across the state, are working to inform our citizens that it's very, very important to be counted in the census. We're working with the Coalition for the People's Agenda, headed by Dr. Joe Lowry. Helen Butler is down at Underground Atlanta right now with the Census Bureau, and I think that's where all the media is camped out right now at Underground Atlanta. But we endorse your program. We're going to be working with you. We're going to be spreading the message throughout the state, through all elected officials in Georgia. It's very important to get counted because it means money for your communities. Amen. It means programs being funded in your communities. It impacts your congressional delegation, how many members of Congress we'll have, what kind of makeup we'll have in the General Assembly, on county commissions, on school boards, city councils around the state. everything from the cradle to the grave, from the womb to the tomb, is based on the census in terms of the federal and state and local government. So we are partnering with you, happy to be with you this morning, and we will continue to work with you. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. We will hear from Reverend Samuel Mostello, who's the president of the SCLC Georgia State Unit.
Good man. Thank you, Reverend Love. Thank you, Dr. Caldwell, for inviting us down today to be a part of this coalition. We've been working with the Census since September. We met with the regional director and Ed Dubose, state president of the NAACP. We partnered with NAACP and SCLC, and we've been across the state since September. We had it in October at our convention. We put the census front and center. We are working in Waycross, Athens, down in Cook County and all over the state with the census. Our chapters have picked this mantra up, and we are glad to come today to declare our coalition partnership with the concerned black clergy. We thank you much.
We're going to close this conference out, this press conference out, with the understanding that this is not the first and the last.
Come on.
We're going to formulate another means, make sure that the media is here from all facets of this city here. In addition to the census, we're going to focus in on voter registration. One of the problems that we had in the past, when people say that my vote don't count, they better ask our mayor, who just became the mayor, how he was separated between about 700,000 votes and his opponent. So when the vote don't count. So we just don't want to have forums, and they're good educational tools, but we also want to have rallies to educate our folk to the tricks that politicians will play in order to get elected. We want to be able to focus in on voter registration, and we send notice out to this city and to the state of Georgia that we are watching every position that's going to become vacant. Amen. And we're going to educate our voters as to be able to make the proper selection. Remember now, Concerned Black Clergy is a nonprofit 501(c) organization, whereas we are nonpartisans. Amen. We do not endorse individuals based on their political background. Amen. But what we do is to educate our voters, or potential voters, about the problems and how we can together be the solution through the casting of our ballot. Amen. Is that all right? Any questions? Thank you for letting us share. Now, we're going to use this moment because we've got to be out of here. And I know I'm using bad English, and I serve as a professor. Dr. Wright is over here looking at me. But I found a way that there's a way to get our attention. And so therefore, we must be out of here by 11 o'clock to give the family, because this church is having a homegoing celebration for one of its members. And we want to give the family the respect and to be out of here by 11 o'clock. We want you to clean out your tables. Clean off your tables and just vacate.